What's going on, everyone? This is JVB from TalkingAboutGames.com. I just want to say something really quick. Do not give up on the Surface RT just yet. Windows came out, granted a little early, and they brought out the Windows 8.1 official release, so the official software upgrade, or iOS, excuse me, not iOS, but operating system upgrade. I had the preview for a while. And even though I enjoyed some of the features that were in the Windows 1.8 preview, it was full of glitches. And it was kind of getting annoying to the point where I was ready to sell my Surface RT. Because I went to a Surface store, Microsoft store, excuse me, and I messed around with the Surface 2. And I was pretty damn impressed. And the fact that it was running Windows 8.1 really made the experience quite enjoyable. And plus the fact that when you take out the kickstand, you have, like for example, this one does not have the second adjustable angle, which is something that I like because I'm tall. And I do admit that sometimes, excuse me, I got a program running, that sometimes viewing it for long periods of time can get annoying, so I have to readjust it by moving back or something like that. No big deal. I also have the type cover. Before I had to touch, and it was ripping at the seams, and they gave me a replacement. I had to pay a few extra dollars. But anyway, so I went and I started messing around with Windows 8.1, and I was like, you know what? Given that the Surface 2, this is the Surface RT, remember, the Surface 2 is a little bit lighter. As far as them claiming that it's thinner, it's not really that much thinner. I actually took my Surface RT out and put them side by side, and it wasn't that much thinner. To me, I didn't really notice anything. As far as being lighter, there was a slight difference in weight. As you can tell, I'm holding mine with one hand, so the weight doesn't really mean anything. And if I put the type cover, I can still hold it with one hand. So for me anyway, the Surface RT is not that bad when it comes to weight, and the Surface 2, while it was lighter, it wasn't significantly lighter. So I downloaded, as some of you Surface RT owners, I downloaded Windows 1.8, and let me backtrack a little bit because I was going to sell my Surface RT, and it's a funny story. One thing, if you went and bought the Surface RT at launch and you decided to get the 2-year insurance because they told you if anything happened, even water damage, that you can go and get a new one or a replacement, meaning a refurb, you got to pay a $50 deductible. Now, that wasn't clear to me when I first purchased that. It was $99. So on top of purchasing the Surface RT 32 gigabyte with the touch cover and the insurance, it was about $700. A lot of money. A lot of money for a first generation tablet that was not getting a lot of support. But nonetheless, I had a lot of confidence in the Surface RT, so I was going to sell it, and I wanted to know what was going to happen with my insurance. They said I can add somebody to that insurance, but I cannot get a refund or transfer it over to the Surface 2, which is what I was planning on doing. So I decided, all right, I'm going to have to add maybe half of that insurance to the cost of selling it. And I had a buyer, and we were trying to haggle. I had a brand new type cover, as I stated, and I was going to include that as well into the price. And he said no. He didn't want the type cover. He wanted the tablet for $250. And I had told him, I said, look, I have to add on at least $50 for the insurance. Of course, he didn't want that either. So I nearly sold it for $250. I was going to have a type cover that I could do nothing with. I can add it to the Surface 2, but I wanted the new type cover, of course. Of course I did. Let me play with this for a little while. And so, anyway. And then I was going to eat the $99 of the insurance, and then I discovered that you know, eating that is not gonna do me any good. And plus, my wife would kill me. So I decided not to sell it. I actually felt good not selling it because I started to feel guilty. I was starting to feel like I was buying a car that I knew was a piece of junk or something like that. Something just didn't bode well, and I finally said I'm not going to sell it. And once I didn't, I felt good, and I actually had a newfound respect for the Surface RT. I said, let me download the full version of Windows 8.1 and let me give it a shot before I go and buy the Surface 2. Now here's my initial message. Do not lose hope. Do not lose faith. Do not give up on the Surface RT. With Windows 8.1, I'm telling you guys, it is a vast improvement. Granted, you don't have the 2 angles that the Surface 2 is going to provide. You're not going to get the slightly higher battery life. You're not going to get the sleek silver aluminum body or whatever they call this material. But you will get, you won't get USB 3.0, which is fast. That is fast. Also, what they did in the back, in case you're wondering, when you open the kickstand, you have access to the SD slot, which is up here somewhere. Well, with the Surface 2, they moved it a little lower so you can get into that a little easier. But I will do a video demonstrating some of the improvements with Windows 8.1. But I just want to say, don't give up on it. If you're planning on buying a Surface RT, do it. Because now, really quick, I have a Killzone Shadowfall wallpaper, and this is the desktop. If I click on it, I have my Metro thingy. I got a Metro thingy. So anyway, it's not a big deal, but by having the wallpaper associated to both sides, which is the desktop and the Metro operating system, it gives it the illusion that you're still on the desktop and you're still unified instead of having to deal with both. So as you can see, if I click, it feels seamless. The battery life, the problems I was getting with Windows 8.1 Preview are no longer an issue with the 8.1, and you get, at least to me, a smoother experience. I enjoyed the experience before, but it feels like Windows Explorer 11 works a whole lot better. You have Windows Excel, and things seem to boot up a little quicker. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that the Surface RT is faster. It just means, at least in my opinion, that the operating system is, they designed it to operate within the hardware of the Surface RT. And as I said, the Surface 2 is a noticeable upgrade. Things do boot up a little quicker, and you do have the Tegra 4. So that's one thing to consider, but you're paying $100 more. So if you need something that's going to provide full Windows Office experience, and you want portability, 10 hours of battery life, the option to put a keyboard, something that looks phenomenal, because this is a premium tablet. The build quality is pure premium. Say that 100 times fast. And as I stated before, even though the Surface 2 has a full 1080p screen, it has the same screen that the Surface Pro 2 is going to have. So that's a big deal, at least for people that like to watch media like me. But I also like to do a lot of work on the go. And the Surface RT for $350 is still a great bargain. And I tell you what, tomorrow we're going to get an announcement from Apple, most likely about the new iPad. The new iPad needs to compete with the Surface RT. And it seems like Microsoft wants to rain on Apple wants to rain on Microsoft's parade because the Surface RT 2, the Surface 2 comes out tomorrow, and as well as an Apple announcement. So, the battle for the tablet world, or your money, is on full blast. And I'm still siding with Microsoft. And if you're looking for something that is going to give you something unique and something fully functional, it's not going to replace your laptop. It will replace it for certain things. If you want to get the Surface Pro for $799, that's another option you can take. But I'd say if you're looking to save some money and you're looking to do a lot of productivity on the go, get the Surface RT with the Windows 8.1 update that just came out, and you're not going to be disappointed. So let me know if you have a Surface RT, if you downloaded Windows 8.1, let me know what you think about it. Or if you're considering getting a Surface, which, regarding a Surface RT or Surface Pro or Surface 2 or Surface Pro 2. There's so many out there now. Let me know which one you're thinking of getting. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me those questions on the comment section. And I'll be more than happy to answer. So until next time, I'm JVB. Don't give up on the Surface RT.